Oh, we ain't gonna do that. What's up, Facebook? What's up?
Got 1 minute.
Are you serious? Can you actually get her on the show?
No, it's done. She would. That's fun.
We would go viral. We would go viral.
Look, I do all of the video recording and everything, brother. I'm cool on the microphone, but
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna have much to say.
on me, I ain't gonna have much to say, bro. It's too sensitive.
Because I do know that story.
It's too sensitive. I don't even know. I don't even want to know.
I know the story.
I know
Because it's the black
Oh,
community.
we live. We live. The mic
All right, look. You got 25
minutes or seconds. No, I know.
15, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Here I am. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with that person and they with me. That's Revelations 3 and 20. You just heard the song say, you must come in at the door. When God is knocking, believers, all you have to do is answer. It's a Tell Me Something Good Tuesday. It's your main man, Action Jackson, and you're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. I will tell you that all you have to do is acknowledge God, and trust me, he will direct your path. I'm a living witness. Believers, we got a great show for you today. It is community chat. Of course, Wynona Redmond of Win-Win Communications is going to come and bring all of the great excitement and news. And you know what? Every day for the next 4 years, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1, trust me, we're going to have some lit news stories because your president, the 47th president of these United States, is on one, as the young folks say. And every day he's doing something. And I learned a new word, so I'm trying to figure out how to use this phrase. But every day I learn something new. And Trump is up the podium doing things, and he walking off like the young kid saying, "Clock that."
Okay.
Was that good?
I ain't that young.
Oh, I don't know. I
Yeah.
think clock that mean like, yeah, I did that.
All right.
Well, he's doing it, good or bad, but we're going to talk about some of the things that's happening. I will say this. When the election was going on, I said to you all to go into the booth and vote your conscience, right? But you also have to vote the conscience of your people. Because although some of the things that are happening are not directly affecting me yet, I was reading some stuff and it had me texting people saying, "Hey, is everything okay? I just heard what's going on." And one of those people, we're going to pray. We're going to get the full story. We're going to ask her for it. She'll be with us next week. Gina Lamar, who comes on Mondays, and she talks about her programming and the organization and PrEP, the PrEP pill that has helped save a lot of lives. And that is one of the top things talked about that Donald Trump that is going to be suspended. Funding is being cut because it's a part of federal grants, loans, and other assistance programs. So when we get back, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about these black-owned brands that is causing and asking us to boycott these companies like Target, which black folk love Target, and they are boycotting Target because Target cut out their DEI programs. But it's a conversation to be had, and you know what I've learned from our forefathers and foremothers? When you stick them in their pockets, things begin to change. So when we get back, we're going to change the trajectory, and we're going to talk all things, hot topics. Don't go nowhere. We got way more to share right here on the Brunch Bunch.
Boycott Target.
Yeah, I've been hearing it, and then when I look down, I'm like, oh, it's a real thing. They reporting on this.
Yeah. Is it real?
Well, let's see if we can stick to it.
Let's go ahead and take a trip to Target right quick. See if we see.
See, I don't shop there anyway, anymore. I don't shop a lot of no places. But then I thought about this. What's up, Facebook? I thought about this. Amazon did the same thing. Now that's the only place I do shop. So I'm cutting out some stuff. I'm like, I don't
People
know.
that shop at Target, they want y'all to boycott.
They don't want y'all in their targets no way. That's why they go to Target. It's more expensive. They don't want y'all around. That's the whole thing. Might take y'all out to Walmart.
Jarrell and his conspiracy, right? But let's see, let's
Ain't no
see.
conspiracy. Ask my mama. She'll
So, but
tell
she don't
you.
want you at Target.
Look, ain't no EBTs at Target.
Do they not take
No,
EBT?
they do, but I'm saying that ain't the first place to go. You ain't gonna maximize your dollar over there.
Yeah, you
You
sure
feel
the
me?
heck
Like
ain't.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's different than Target. You know what I mean?
Or are we streaming? Harry said, and Walmart too. Yeah, let's talk about that. List some of the places. What do you think about us boycotting businesses that have taken away DEI? I would like to know. What are your thoughts? Is it effective? Is it going to change anything? Justice, I want you to start making sure you stream to LinkedIn.
To LinkedIn,
Yes.
I ain't know you could do that.
Yeah, you know what? It was only available for a few people,
Oh, okay.
and then
You got the blue check.
no, I have did it, but it wasn't working. But now it's
That's everybody.
I don't know, but it was working the other day because my LinkedIn folks have been streaming in,
Hmm.
so that's a whole new target audience.
Yeah. Hey, for real, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, any $75,000 salary, $80,000 salary, you know?
Well, I got a 65. I got somebody hit me up. They looking for an executive assistant.
What's that mean?
Assistant. Run their calendar, help them stay focused. No sound, Tina said.
Yeah.
Justice, what's going on here? And I always do. Can you hear Tina? Tina, it's blinking. It's a blinking.
Sound test. Check one, Tina. Check
Right,
one.
check one.
Can you hear
And
us?
I'm like, man, the screen is dark. Then realize I had these glasses on.
Oh man, that's a rough one, huh? Back in the day.
I was just about to say the screen is real dark.
Back in the day. Sounds fine.
Is it?
Hmm.
Tina, check your Obama phone. No.
Shout out to my Obama phone. I met a girl trying to sell me a gun.
I met a girl, a lady trying to sell me a gun. Can you hear? Can you hear?
Minute in the raw. 1 minute in the raw. 1 minute.
Drop what's going on. No, I'm saying to put what's going on. We ain't gonna be able to do both. Hey, it's your main man, Action Jackson. Life can throw you a lot of
45.
curveballs.
45.
Sometimes these life events can seriously hurt your credit score. A bad credit score can stop you from buying that home,
Hey,
a
this is
car,
what I need
or
today.
starting a business.
Hey, we supposed to be
Well,
playing a
look
winning
at
song.
you, the professionals that right. You are right. I see one winning song, but yeah, add a different answer.
We got 30 seconds.
All right, Harry Bell hears me. That's that Inglewood interference.
Tell me how you really feel, man.
Call 872-319-3319.
15 seconds.
The man cave finna blow up, Jarrell. We finna get this interview booked. As soon as this show over, I'm calling.
You're going to go viral and get canceled on the same day. 5 seconds.
Where's the action, Jackson? I'll tell you what's going on. The action is in Washington, D.C. That's right. What's going on is in a significant policy shift. President Trump has ordered an immediate pause on all mm, federal grants, loans, and financial assistance programs effective January 28th. Which, oh, that's today. Yes, which meant I just thought about something. I wonder, does that affect FHA funding? It may. So if somebody's in the middle of trying to purchase a new home and get federal housing authority money, oh my goodness. Well, we're gonna verify that right after the show. But this move mandates a comprehensive review to ensure these programs align with the administration's priority, including recent measures against diversity initiatives. The freeze affects a wide range of sectors, including education, healthcare, housing aid, and disaster relief. While Social Security and Medicare are exempt, it's unclear whether veterans' health care will be impacted. Nonprofits, as well as state and local governments that heavily rely on federal aid, may face significant challenges during this pause. Now, the Office of Management and Budget has instructed federal agencies to provide detailed information on the affected programs by February the 10th. This directive follows earlier actions to end diversity programs and other freezes that reflect President Trump's broader effort to restructure government operations. The decision has sparked intense debate. Democrats have condemned the freeze as harmful and possibly illegal. Well, for Donald Trump, I don't think that's a problem for him. He's a felon, but citing concerns about widespread disruption. Now, critics also argue that halting these programs could push international partners to seek assistance elsewhere, reducing U.S. global influence. Now, internationally, the State Department has issued a stop work order on existing foreign assistance programs while pausing new aid initiatives. Waivers have been granted for military financing to, can you guess, Israel and Egypt. But health, education, and civil society projects have been affected. Opponents warn that this pause could harm vulnerable populations and diminish U.S. diplomatic standing. Now, as the administration conducts its review, stakeholders across various sectors are bracing for the potential long term effects of this funding halt, both domestically and globally. So we'll stay tuned as this story continues to develop. Tina Hammond on Facebook said they wanted their king and they got him. And you know what? That is exactly what is happening, because I was reading a news story this morning that these what he just did are measures that did not need Congress approval, and that's why he did this, right? To show, I'm big man on campus. Also, last night I was doing some deep diving into some historic videos and articles, and the more you read about Hitler, and I hate to say it, but the more you read about him, it sounds familiar. And we always said on Thursdays, I said, if you don't know where you come from, you won't know where you're going. If you don't understand history, you won't even realize it's being repeated in front of your eyes. And so that's the scariest thing, is because the way Donald Trump ascended to power, the way he's built this cult following, the way he is speaking, and the way Elon Musk is doing the German uh, Nazi salute. And he zoomed in. Elon Musk, if you didn't know, zoomed in. They had an election last night where the far right won in Germany, and Elon Musk was the guest speaker on Zoom saying congratulations. So we got to pay attention. We got to really pay attention, and we got to pray, because you may not be affected today, but tomorrow it could be you. So you can't just sit back and say, well, it's just the immigrants getting put out today. It's just the DEI hires that are losing their jobs, because now with federal funding being halted, it's not just DEI hires that's going to lose their job. It could be you. It could be somebody you know. And so we're going to keep paying attention to the story. We're going to pray, but we're going to trust God, because he may think he's a king on a throne, but I celebrate the king on the throne. And you know what? We're going to keep winning on this Winning Tuesday. It's the Brunch Bunch. Don't go nowhere. We got way more to share. I don't know why I got
You get tired?
talking about Trump would do that.
Little exhaustion. But the news is lit.
Tina said, yep, he coming down your road. Just say ouch. You got better believe it. Is everything okay? Or you called twice, so I wanted to make sure. Oh, okay.
what's funny about the whole DEI thing? You know who the biggest beneficiaries of DEI are?
White women.
Yes, exactly. Just like affirmative action. The whole myth about the welfare queen, but it's white women who are the most recipients.
Would you really want a job if you only got it because you was black?
That's not what DEI is.
Well, explain to me what
But
it is.
I'll take it. You know what? For many years, that was the case before DEI.
That's why DEI exists.
Yeah. I remember Hillside Police got in trouble thanks to Reverend Jesse Jackson because they had no black officers.
Okay.
But after the pressure was on them, they started hiring black officers. Now, the first black officer was only hired because he was black. But does that take away from your job or what you're doing? No, it was just a way to get in the room. Jarrell, okay, why does that take away?
Because it's somebody that earned that position and they didn't get it, and you got it only because of something that you didn't really earn.
Mhm.
So every time a DEI person get hired, just understand it's a person that earned that position that's getting screwed over in the back.
I don't think necessarily because they could have earned the position, but because of the color of their skin, they had no place in the race.
If the boss or the hiring manager felt you was the best person for this job, or you can give me the best benefit, I feel like he would have put you in that position anyway.
Nope. You remember?
Now, I
You remember
understand
the signs
racism.
that
I
said no
understand,
color?
right, 100%. But them signs went away. You feel me? How
The
many years
signs
ago?
went away, but the ideology did.
100%. Now hit me out. Your skin is on color, gay, straight, fat, skinny, whatever. If you could put me in a position to make the most money, I'm gonna hire you. Period, bro.
That's your thought, because you are a person of color. But white folks that are racist don't believe like that. They don't care about you making money. They don't want no colored folks in their C-suite.
That's what I'm
They
trying to
don't
do.
want no colored folks having a position of power over non-colored folks, so they don't give them the job.
Well, the position of power, I understand that, bro. But what I'm saying is, you only got the position of power because you was black, bro. I can't, even if I had a leadership position, I wouldn't even want to show up to that job every day. I know the people under me won't respect me.
Okay.
Can I ask you the inverse?
What's
Would,
that?
would you be okay with not getting a job that you're qualified for just because you're black?
Thank you. Good
Not getting
question.
the job that I am qualified. That happens every day. That's the norm.
And that's the whole point.
That's
of
the
DEI.
point of DEI,
The whole point
to
of
make
DEI
sure
is
that
to
that don't
enforce
happen.
reality.
Because people like you
Yeah.
that are very good at what you do,
Yeah.
you get looked over
Right.
because we
Because
need
the
a
company needs to hire a female.
because we need a woman
Right.
or we need a
And now a
white
woman
person.
that didn't put in the same effort that you did, and the same sacrifice that you did, and the same experience that you did, get to take your job, and you get kicked to the curb because of DEI.
But watch this.
That's why I always say, bro, like, I understand what you're saying on one tip, but on another tip, there's always a person on the back end that's getting screwed that earned it, bro.
Right.
And I hate to see, like,
But some people not earning it, but it's the color of their skin that's allowing them to be in position.
I understand the Hispanic person that earned their citizenship that look at somebody who is a migrant and say, "Hey, bro, y'all gotta go," because I put in the work. I put in the work, bro, and I know what it took to. And I know you ain't the type of person that would have put in this work, and now I gotta watch you celebrate with my reward, knowing that you ain't put in half the sacrifice, and it's all because the company don't get this funding unless they hire so many.
Well,
people
I
to be on
think
top.
that's the issue with where the country is right now, right?
Yeah.
Because it's almost like selfish. What they at?
Are they out there, bro? Because we got about a minute and a half, about 90.
I don't see Wynona. Is she coming today?
We got about 2.
Yeah, and Lisa.
I see Wynona.
Ask her what's going on.
Ask her what's the update. I got another story we can talk about. Here's the deal. I think when people like you just said, the Mexicans who came or the immigrants who came in legally don't like the ones that didn't come in legally. But it was just an opportunity. You can't be mad because at the time that opportunity wasn't available for you. The
But you
laws,
can understand where they're coming from, right?
I can, but does that make it right?
The NBA players.
Okay.
She said we could start without her. So. You want to?
I could do this story real quick. I'm gonna talk about Jarrell on the air real quick.
That's fine. Talk about me, bro. I ain't saying nothing that was out of pocket yet.
No, I mean you.
Because my thing is about the whole conversation. I don't think that most of the people complaining about DEI are people who are actually affected by DEI. I think
And do me a favor too. Not the though. I want you to start getting some of these behind the scenes conversation for the Instagram story.
You really trying to get me canceled.
No, I ain't.
I'll wait till the mic not hot to get crazy.
The mic's always hot.
Man, come on, man. I know what time it is. You ask me the same question when the mic, I'm gonna be like, I don't know what you're
I
talking
don't know what you're doing.
Like a perfect example is that whole
about. 30, y'all.
affirmative action thing at colleges. Yeah. There's Asian students complaining about black students getting in, but then when they took it away, it was the Asian students that got kicked out, and it was the rich, preppy white students.
We got 20 seconds, y'all.
I mean, for 200 years we gave free labor. At least we can get a leg up.
10 seconds, y'all.
With the promo code Brunch Bunch. And remember,
5,
attorney
4, 3, 2, 1.
You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It's your main man, Action Jackson. And we were talking about President Donald John Trump and what he's done with the White House, where they paused federal grants, loan, and other assistance. But if you're not following us on social media, make sure you're following the Brunch Bunch. That's Brunch Bunch 1390 on Instagram, Facebook. We are live, and trust me, the behind-the-scenes conversations get even better some days, especially when we got our main man, Jarrell, giving his great opinion. Now, we were talking about DEI, and I'm going to ask him to chime in, but in recent development, Black-owned brands and influencers are urging consumers to boycott Target. Now, we're going to get into this. They want Black folks to boycott Target because the retailer ended its diversity, equity, and inclusion initiative. Now, Target's move has sparked backlash from labor advocacy groups and local politicians with calls for a boycott intended to pressure the retailer. However, Black entrepreneurs worry that such a boycott will harm their revenue and visibility more than it would affect Target. Now, actress Tabitha Brown, who sells kitchenware at Target, emphasized that Black-owned businesses could suffer from reduced sales if consumers boycott. Instead, entrepreneurs suggest continuing to buy Black-owned products at Target to ensure these brands remain available and successful, which is a great point, right? Target has previously committed to investing over $2 billion in Black-owned businesses and increasing the presence of over 500 Black-owned brands in its stores by 2025. Despite its DEI policy rollback, Target continues to showcase Black-owned brands on its website ahead of Black History Month, including Pattern by Tracy Ellis Ross and Proudly by Gabrielle Union Wade. This issue also reflects a broader shift in the U.S. political climate, with companies reevaluating DEI initiatives following the Supreme Court's ruling against affirmative action and President Trump's federal diversity program rollback. Conservatives argue that such initiatives promote favoritism, not merit. Now, Jarrell and I were talking behind the scenes, and I'm gonna go to favoritism, not merit. Jarrell, so let me just point this out. I thought about that, and we had to hear the whole story before we jump to conclusion. When I heard Target's DEI rollback, I assumed the Black brands that were in there were being pulled from the shelves, but clearly they're not being pulled from the shelves. So it will hurt the Black brands that are in the store if we just boycott Target. But if you're gonna boycott Target, you got to boycott them all then.
Exactly. And so, Gabrielle Union ain't getting under nobody.
Well, Gabrielle, I thought when I was reading, I'm like, well, but Tabitha Brown is a great advocate for the Black community, and she's created a great line. When we got a live audience, you see facial expressions. You're like, wait a minute, what I say? But no, it's if you're gonna do it, do it. This is what I'm saying. But you gotta do it, and you gotta do it right, because nobody's gonna take you serious if only 5 people don't go to Target and 100 are still going. Yeah. But if you're gonna boycott Target, you gotta boycott Amazon, because he was one of the first to roll back DI. What are your thoughts on that, Jarrell?
I mean, at the end of the day, man, Target kind of knows all they got to do is, throw a nice little sale out there, and we're going to be right back anyway. So
You know what time it is, man.
Well, Jarrell said it, but I'll say this: our ancestors knew that the real fight was hidden economics, right?
Mhm.
And that is when a lot of their fights ended. Because one thing they don't want you to do is mess with that money. But it's a new day, and you can't just publicly lynch anybody and cancel anybody. We not our ancestors' wildest dreams.
So Target throw out that 25% off Black History sale. You're not taking advantage.
I am not taking advantage. Now, if it's
you-
35, call me.
Okay,
No, I'm
yeah.
joking. No, you know what I said behind the scenes? I don't shop at Target. Not because I don't like Target. I just don't like shopping, right? But the issue is I do shop at Amazon, and I get 90% of things that I need off Amazon. So that's a hard stop, right? That is a very hard stop. So we are going to keep this party rolling because, of course, it's our favorite day of the week. It is Community Chatter with Win-Win Communications. And we got some great guests who, man, listen, has been on the front line fighting for equity, inclusion, and making sure that our young people are going to college and getting funded scholarships. And you know what? When we get back, we're going to talk all about that right here on the Brunch Bunch. Yes.
All right. Let me tell them. I got to tell them where I'm at.
Okay.
About two.
So, Ronnie, what's up with Wynona?
She's on her way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tina said, not me. I stand like my ancestors. I'm out.
Now, let me just tell you
35%.
something. So that's why I was so late getting here. My office is at Madison and Wabash from Madison and State.
Mm-hmm.
My Uber could not move because there are 20 police cars in front of the Target on State and Madison.
Wow.
And they are arresting people. I had no idea what was going on, but there's something going on in front of Target right now.
Wow. They protest.
And they have police cars out there for days.
Wow.
Hope they're not going to start the 2020 looting. You know what I mean?
Well, if you pull up, Jarrell, give me a 47.
No,
No,
I'm 30 now. We don't do that. We pay people for that now. The young
I
boys
did
out.
my time in the streets. I protested in
Yeah.
2020.
You did some looting too?
Yep. No, not
No, no.
No.
Roddy, you spoke too soon.
Hey, we call
No, it was my graduation project. I did a documentary on the
Hey, you guys, I'm sorry for
on
interrupting
the
right quick. I
protest.
just got to say something. I had to come and do a radio interview. I did not forget you guys. I can't get the chat to work. I got to cut this off because I'm in the studio. Please proceed. I will catch up. I'm sorry. That's why I'm trying to, and I couldn't, I don't text fast enough to get it to you. So I got to go because I'm on air. I'll be on here in a second, but I will join in if you're not through when I get through with this. I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, no problem. We
I
ready?
totally forgot about that meeting.
about 30.
So I did my share of protesting too, Ronnie.
Yeah, well, it's really a lot of police. I was like, what in the world is going on?
People are upset. But it's like, if you're going to do it to Target, you got to do it to the other too.
No, we going straight to Target.
And
they
what?
got valuables enough.
You're right, you can't get to Amazon. Oh, my Lord.
I called my sister, though. She stayed
Well,
there.
for really, too many of us shop at Target.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it, y'all. Let's do it.
Oh, they still doing it?
Hi there, it's Wynona
I got 3
Redmond.
phones with TikTok on it. Let's go.
Because it's time for community chatter. Brought to you by Win-Win Communications.
Well, of course, Wynona Redmond and Win-Win Communications Community Chatter segment is my favorite segment of the week because each and every week Wynona brings us some amazing guests doing some amazing things. And sometimes she brings some of our good friends back to hang with us because, of course, the work continues. And I am so excited that joining us for Community Chatter is none other than Lisa Rollins. She currently serves as the Regional Development Director, the Midwest region for the United Negro College Fund. In this position, she is responsible for workplace fundraising and cause-related marketing across 12 states. She has also served as Area Development Director for the Chicago, Wisconsin offices. Lisa is passionate about her job, education, her family, and helping others. Besides UNCF, Lisa has worked at several other premier charities, including United Way, and the list goes on and on and on. She is the proud daughter of Captain and Mrs. Richard Williams, sister to 6 siblings, and a mother of 3. Welcome to Community Chatter, Lisa Rollins.
Look, I'm gonna clap for myself on that one.
Listen, we have introduced you many times on Community
No, I
Chatter.
don't pay you, Marcel. So they don't need to think it's because of anything that I do that's okay. I just secretly fund you.
No, you
Don't believe
deserve.
that, because if you had call me asking me for some of the money I'm giving to Marcel, you're gonna get what he gets.
That's right. That's right. Well, Lisa, we're glad to have you. Like I aforementioned, Wynona each and every week brings somebody that's doing some amazing work. And Wynona, I want you to, help introduce the great work that Lisa is doing.
For us to be on the eve of Black History Month,
Yes.
for us to be in MLK January, and for us to have a new administration, but he's a new administration that won't stop history.
Yeah.
But it's always good to shine the light on community news so that it's not hidden figures. But Lisa Rollins, as you introduced her, if Tamara was here, she would have said her AKA Soror. And Lisa is a legacy. What do you call it when your mother? You had that beautiful picture with your mother recently,
yes, and my sisters.
But Lisa actually is in a prominent position with United Negro College Fund. But you have to look at the roots, because you had some early degreed folks in your family.
Tell
them about mom and dad
and
your uncle.
So my mom and dad are both first generation college students. My mother attended Bethune-Cookman College in Daytona Beach, Florida, and my father attended Kentucky State University. I do still introduce myself as the child of my very proud parents, because I'm very proud both of them are still living. My dad is 90, my mom is 86, and they have a lifetime commitment to HBCU education and to my brothers and sisters and I. So I'm very proud of that. And all 7 of us attended HBCU.
Wow.
And your uncle was also with the Obama.
Uncle, so my uncle Steve, who did not attend the HBCU, but his wife Leah did. Leah is now president of the sparkling water company that the Obamas have. So you may start small. She also has her advanced degree from Harvard. So you may start at a HBCU, but it just helps us go anywhere.
Yeah. And it's and Lisa is one of those people that has just helped everywhere. But you got a promotion in your multiple markets. But with the United Negro College Fund, I know that you kept trying and kept trying. And last year in 2024, it was a big anniversary for United Negro College United Negro College Fund turned 80. But you made history in Illinois with the first lottery ticket, a state lottery ticket that benefits. So the Illinois lottery, I'm very proud to say, was the first to start a ticket. So you had a ticket that was announced that benefited UNCF and the Dreamers. So how did that go?
So I'm so glad you asked me that question, Wynona, because last January was when we started selling the ticket, or the lottery started selling the ticket. Mm-hmm. I say we because I do own it, every piece of it.
Yeah.
And
my favorite ticket, the bingo ticket.
Yes, it is the bingo.
The bingo ticket.
That is a crowd favorite.
Yeah. And now we're on the second version of that, because somebody won the big prize, but there's still little prizes out. So there's a yellow ticket. There's still some prizes on that, but there's a green ticket as well, where the $200,000 has not been won yet. UNCF is proud to be one of 10 special interests that are funded by the bingo ticket for the Illinois lottery. But drum roll, please, so I can tell you how much. So they projected that we would do about $1 million each of the charities. As of December 31st, UNCF has $1.3 million.
Woo!
In the state of Illinois.
Wow.
And you'll have me on, I would say probably in March, to tell you how you apply for those scholarships. But they will be $10,000 scholarships.
Wow.
Wow. Community college undergrad and graduate studies. So More to come.
And not limited. It's whatever school that.
Yeah, that's true. So you do not have to go to college in Illinois. You do not have to go to an HBCU, but we would prefer that you have preference for that. But the college or university that you choose, the big criteria is that you have to graduate or get a GED from high school here in Illinois.
Wow.
And
So
you do that.
I do want to say, and Tina on Facebook said, good to know about that ticket. Because sometimes we just assume people know, and
No,
we're
they
going to
still
keep
don't
talking.
know.
People still don't know. So for you believers that, you like a little gambling, we ain't going to judge you. When you go in there to the gas station or store to get your lottery ticket, pull a bingo ticket and pay for that, because that's actually helping to fund college scholarships.
It's a donation to UNCF and 9 other charities, and 100% of the money from this ticket comes to the charities.
Wow.
And we've had Fred Mitchell on. He was homegrown in Chicago. But Lisa, you have been Miss UNCF. You've helped many different causes, but you got a promotion last year. So you've been doing multiple markets, Illinois.
Indianapolis and Minneapolis are the big city markets, but the states are Illinois, Wisconsin, Kansas, Missouri, Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota, and more to come.
But you on the move.
I am on the move, but what I want to say is, you people. So I want people to understand when they hear this, and that yes, we did raise $1.3 million for the lottery ticket. So why should you still give? Because last year in the state of Illinois, we gave out 399 scholarships to over 310 students. So that means, if you're doing the math, 310 students, some of them got more than one scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
And to just compare, we gave $2.8 million out in Illinois. We would have added another million, so we would have given almost $4 million. Our average scholarship amount is almost $9,000, and we know that $5,000 is the difference, is the number that it causes to make a difference to actually help graduate. I'm not saying that smaller scholarships do not help. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm saying that our research has showed that it takes $5,000 to help our kids graduate on time.
And when you say a mind is, you've got anniversaries coming up.
Yes.
So we're partial to Illinois, but we know that we reached all waves, all of the states, but you've got like a long list of events. And she is Miss Money Education. So I know, but this is an anniversary year. She's also a phenomenal events person. So even though you produce the events and you have all kinds of team members, you have the vision for events. So when you came 25 years ago,
I did. It was my very first event at UNCF was the Black and White Ball back in 2001. And this year we are celebrating 25 years of our gala, which is our premier fundraising. It is June 14th at the Garrity, which is on the near west side. And you can go on our website, www.uncf.org/Chicago. But some events that you possibly could come to. We also, if you go on that website, we also have the mayor's reception. Mayor Brandon Johnson is holding an event to benefit UNCF on February 6th at the Harold Washington Library.
That's just days away.
Yep, in the Winter Garden Room. You can look at our website. On February 12th, my Indianapolis office for UNCF, Mayor Eddie Melton is having a breakfast for UNCF in Gary. And the mayor of Montgomery, Alabama, Mayor Stephen Reed, is going to be the guest speaker.
I thought you was about to say we're going to Montgomery.
Well, hey, he's going to bring Montgomery to us.
Yes.
And then on February 21st, out in the south suburbs, there are 37 school districts that do a fundraiser for UNCF. The first year, they raised $200,000. Last year, they raised almost $500,000. And this year, I think we'll even go higher. And hopefully, Wynona, you will be able to have Dr. Davis and Dr. Thomas's on this to talk about the Superintendent's Commission scholarship that is honoring State Representative Will Davis for the money that he's brought to school districts, and Cook County President Tony Preckwinkle.
And the wonderful thing is all of our elected officials care about education and community. But a lot of them, like President Tony Preckwinkle will tell you, she's a proud educator.
She is.
She's a teacher. And we know Mayor Brandon Johnson,
Yes.
all of the, everything that you've seen, at the end of the day, he's a school teacher.
Yeah.
And, when you hear Tara Stamps talk about, she helped him get his first job as the teacher when she was a teacher in Cabrini Green.
Yeah, she trained them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have so many policymakers who started. We have a lot of them that are attorneys, but we have a lot of them who are educators. So Illinois is, you got all those states, but I still say Illinois
absolutely.
takes the cake
Yes.
on that dedication. So, so February 6th, Winter Garden, the tickets are
$150 for a regular ticket and $250 for a VIP ticket, which will give you some extra amenities, including a group photo of you and your group with the mayor.
Oh, nice.
And we're really happy because we are bringing this event back. The last time we had a mayor's reception was Mayor Daley.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And actually Lou Rawls was there, and we're gonna have some great entertainment.
You always have good entertainment. Are you ready to announce any other entertainment?
So our entertainment is from the West Side, Mr. Maurice Mahan.
All right.
And I actually asked Maurice, could he do a couple of Lou songs for us? So if you guys are familiar with Maurice, it's going to be a great time. If you're not, please come out and see him because
he's amazing.
Yes. And we also have Brian Furious Frazier as our DJ, so we're going to have a great time.
And the after party, you wonder why after people pay those good dollars for the actual gala. Now, you're talking about June 14th for that entertainment.
No. Maurice is the entertainment for the mayor.
Mayor's reception February 6th.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the time is after work, so I've been getting calls all day.
After
guys.
work.
And I thought since I said the doors open at 5 and the time was 6 to 9. So I'm gonna say it's after work, business casual, whatever you're going to work in, come after work. Now I know some of us ladies may go home and change clothes, but it really is you come after work.
Okay. So
if you've never been to a UNCF event, trust me. And
you were the paddle raiser at last year.
I wasn't gonna leave this without talking.
He just did a paddle raise for DL3, and we are so proud and excited of Leon Walker and Ryan Walker and
it was an amazing
Lady
event.
Diane Walker. They're 25 years for DL3, and they launched DL3 Cares, and that benefits the Chicago Urban League, and it also benefits education.
Yeah, but I just want the believers to know a UNCF event is the event to be in the room, whichever one you can choose. But great networking, great people, and a great time.
And he paddle raised, and you all raised a good amount last year.
And Marcel is being so humble and shy. Marcel walked in the door, and I told him I have a job for you. We were really supposed to have a celebrity paddle raise person at the last minute. The network, they decided they had to film, so I won't say who she is, but Marcel was just as entertaining and
on the spot.
As much money on the spot.
Oh.
So he did a great job, and we're super excited. And Marcel is going to be a mastermind this year. He doesn't know.
Oh, wow.
and I know we always run out of time, but this is AM 1390 on the inspiration station, and this is where we God provides. So when we have all this talk every day, something amazingly bad being announced out of DC, but all the attacks being targeted to DEI, all the attacks being targeted to education, this is Keep Hope Alive right here. So when folks have all these kids, how do they apply for this money? You got the superintendent. Did you hear? She just announced about 5 different pockets of money.
But this is a real talk that you parents and students out there, you need to go to uncf.org/scholarships. We put up different scholarships every week. The fallacy is that people believe that we only fund students that attend our 37 member institutions. We have students at over 1,100 colleges and universities.
Oh, wow.
So depending on the donor, I just announced the lottery scholarship. You can go to any school you want to, as long as it's an accredited school or university. And we do know that the number one reason our people can't stay in school or have to drop out of school is finances. So we always need you. But on the second Tuesday of every month, um, there's a program that comes on at 6 o'clock. It's a Zoom program. It's called Dethrone the Loan. And it walks through all the scholarship opportunities UNCF has that month. So I encourage all of you to
What
go to
time?
that. It's at 6 p.m. Eastern or 6:30. I will send the information back, Marcel, so you can
Yeah,
be sure
we'll
to announce
post
it.
it.
But
Yeah.
uncf.org.
Yeah.
/scholarship.
Yep.
And Lisa always comes on. We promote the events, and then she'll come on after a big event for the next event. And one of the things I've learned, she said, stop applying so late. Stop calling
Correct.
at the last minute.
That's correct.
You know your kids
Come
are
on,
juniors
Marcel.
and seniors. Get online right now. Start making these connections, figuring out which ones you qualify for, and start the process. They on Facebook too. What's the website again? uncf.org.
Yes, and I will say this because Marcel made a point. You can call me in August, and I will give you the same advice that I'm giving now. But there's just not a whole lot I can do but give you some education in August.
Yep. So it is now January. You're ahead of the
Yes,
game.
yes.
And we want to make sure that you and your families are beneficiaries of this great, great program and scholarships that Lisa and UNCF are giving out. But make sure you're getting tickets too, because listen, we got to learn to quit just begging. We got to support organizations because when God blesses you, you got to bless somebody else.
That is, you got to pay it forward.
And for the superintendent, Gables, I mean, you got 37 school districts. That Dr. Blondine Davis, we know that she has been, she's a HBCU graduate, isn't she? Chairman
Yeah, and
of.
she's chairman of the board of Tougaloo.
Oh, wow.
How do they apply for those?
So the Superintendent's Commission, on demographics and on diversity and demographics, you go to their website, which is Superintendent Commissions. The scholarship applications are open now, and they will be awarding those scholarships in March.
That's
And
now.
You
Now.
do
In
have
March.
to attend. So you need to go on the list for the Superintendent's Commission on Diversity and Demographics and look at the schools that are part of that organization. And if your school is listed, your high school is listed, you are eligible to apply for the scholarship.
That's good to
And
know.
over $500,000 last year.
Yes,
And this year, going to be more than that.
I hope so.
We're going
Okay.
to believe God for double.
That's our
We're going to
agree.
believe God for
Double for your
double.
trouble.
Yeah. Well, Lisa, you are doing amazing work. Congratulations on the new position. We always run out of time, but I'll say this. The president announced some freeze on government funding. So you don't want to wait for your kids to get to school and they can't get some of these grant and funding from the government because of what the president is doing. Get with UNCF and start applying for some of these scholarships so we don't have gaps in education because we got gap in financing.
You can't get a scholarship if you don't apply.
Yep. All right. Well, Wynona, we could go on and on Tuesdays. I'm like, we need a 2-3 hour show on Community Chatter because it's always great information. But Wynona's mission that I love is shining a light on amazing people. And I talked about both of you at church Sunday. I got up to testify how God has opened doors for me to be in rooms that if it wasn't for Wynona and UNCF having me paddle raise, I said, I got paid to do 7 minutes of raising money on Sunday. Won't he do it?
Because your gift makes room for you, Marcel.
Oh, I
Your gift
appreciate
makes
it.
room for you.
Well, Lisa, thank you for joining us on the Brunch Bunch. Wynona, you keep doing what you're doing, you know?
I have to say happy birthday to my sister, Rochelle Simpson. That's my only
Happy
sis.
birthday.
Ooh, happy
She's
birthday.
January 29th. We celebrate birthdays. So, but this is a good week. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Rochelle. Believers, we want you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know that you love them. Tell someone that you do know that you love them. Love will begin to spread like a wildfire. Tamara Fair, as much as I love you, I wish you were back from Jamaica right now. And I was there. But we love you. Believers, we love you. Baby Eminem, we love you too.
We love you.
Up next, AC Green. We get it done all night long right here on Inspiration 1390. You know what I forgot I wanted to do too? Because Lisa brought it up. But to let people know it's not just undergraduate, too.
She said.
Yeah, I know, but just
graduate, undergrad, and even if you got your GED, you can apply.
All right, y'all. I gotta go jump in the cab and hop back.
I know. Facebook, we love you. See you tomorrow.
Maya.
Okay. Neil's downstairs. We can get you over there.